legendary haymaker, Mr. David Haye. Hey, fella. Welcome. Good to see you again, big guy.
Good to see you too.
There you go, that's for you. David, lovely to see you. I mentioned there it was a busy couple of months for you in the summer with the boxing.
Yes.
So what have the last few weeks been like for you?
Different, being officially retired. I've been a professional boxer since I was 10 years of age, basically. In my mind, that's all I've ever wanted to do. So now I know there's no more boxing matches to have, I'm sort of looking at my a few more years on this earth, so I want the biggest possible challenges. The challenge of becoming the best in the world of boxing is now over. So Grosvenor presented me with this opportunity, and here I am to learn the game of poker. Known to learn it by the best, and to give myself the best opportunity this time next year to kick all you guys' asses. And I know a few guys will be going, yeah, listen, right now I don't know the rules to poker. I've purposely not learned so I could learn it from the best. You learn the foundations from the best, and you can then move forward quickly. So I'm chomping at the bit for this new challenge.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of that? And that is the breaking news. After retiring from boxing, the haymaker here is going to be taking up and mastering poker and playing against you here in this room next year at Goliath 19.
I don't know the rules now. I'd love to get involved now. When I heard the music playing, my ring walk music, I thought, yeah, I'm going to smash someone tonight. But got to get that vibe out of my mind now.
As long as you don't punch below the belt.
There we go. Above the belt, I still got
you'll be absolutely fine. So that's exciting news. Now, alongside David here, I'm delighted to say that we're joined by Adrian Frost from Grosvenor Casinos.
Morning, David. Good morning, everybody.
Good to see you. And as I mentioned, we're joined by the 3 Grosvenor professional poker players. That's Katie Swift. Katie, good to see you. Is that your dad? I think it might be. Jeff Kimber.
Morning, David.
Jeff Kimber. Hey, that's much better. And also Joe Beavers.
Hey. Morning, everybody.
Good to see you all, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we know that David has taken on and beaten Goliath already, hasn't he, earlier in his career, when he famously beat the 7-foot Russian giant Nikolai Valuev. But if we look at the big screens, could he be about to face his biggest challenge yet?
Undefeated as the heavyweight and the former cruiserweight champion of the world, David the Haymaker.
Over the next 12 months, the Haye will once again prepare to take on Haye. Only this time, England's biggest and most brutal opponent.
I'm going to spend the next year learning to play poker so I can take on the Goliath in 2019.
He'll learn the best players, mathematicians, scientists and psychologists to give him the best possible chance to slay Goliath.
What about that, ladies and gentlemen? No pressure, big fella?
No pressure. I thrive on the pressure. I rise to the pressure, and going into something literally cold has really got the juices flowing.
Adrian, what can you tell us? Tell us some more about the David versus Goliath challenge next year.
Well, I'm delighted that David has set his sights on a new challenge. He's going to learn to play poker with the aim of returning here next year to take on Goliath. So, from today, and with the support of Grosvenor Casinos, over the next 12 months he's going to embark on a journey where he's going to learn how to play poker. Now, there are a lot of poker players in this room, and I'm sure you all realise how difficult this is going to be. But he is going to have the help of 3 of the top professionals on the circuit. He's going to learn Texas Hold'em, the most popular game in the world, and he is going to travel the world, where he's going to have unique training opportunities and experiences. He'll have the coaches, he'll have mathematicians, and he'll have psychiatrists, so he can develop his own playing style and his own poker personality. So we'll look forward to taking him on next year. So Grosvenor Casinos is going to be following his journey throughout the year, and we'll be keeping you informed in Grosvenor Casinos and on our social media. I, for one, can't wait to see how he gets on with this. Should be fun.
Great, that sounds fantastic. Adrian, thank you very much indeed. Have you ever had a mathematician coaching you before in boxing?
No, I've swerved mathematicians over the years, particularly from school and whatnot. But you know, my maths ain't that terrible. But if it requires to be a mathematician to get to the top, then I'll do my very best to get there.
With all those knockouts, you never had to count to 15 before.
I know, count to 10 as much. That's all I need to do normally. But this time round, it's coming from, it's doing something completely different, something that's completely and utterly alien to me. So I'm genuinely relishing learning, and not only learning from the start with experts. You know, in boxing, for instance, if your first coach in boxing isn't correct and doesn't teach you the good fundamentals, you can only go so far. But if you're taught from the start with sound strategy, with the right mindset, you can then progress a lot quicker than anybody else can.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, shh. Can I have your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen? We'll be finished very soon. One of the interesting things about David's journey with Grosvenor Casino and poker is he will be coached and mentored by the 3 pros that I've got here, Katie, Jeff and Joe. Joe, what's that going to be like, coaching a guy like this?
Well, poker is all about making good decisions. It's about skill, strategy and confidence. And the good news for us is that David already has these in his characteristics. He has focus, he can thrive under pressure, he has dedication, and it's going to make our job that much easier. We're going to be teaching him no limit hold'em right from the start. Like David says, he doesn't know any of the rules, so it's a good place to start the beginning. And this time next year, he's going to be a totally different person. He's going to be completely different as a poker player. We're not going to make him into the best Joe Beavers or the best Jeff Kimber or the best Katie Swift. We're going to make him into the best David Haye that we can make him as a poker player. I'm really excited about it, and it's an absolute pleasure to be involved.
Katie, we can hear in the room here, there's a really, the place is absolutely buzzing. There is pressure as well, there's an intensity about it. Do you expect this fella here to cope with that?
I'm sure he will. From the sort of background that he's got, I'm sure he's got the stamina, the strength, and the mindset and the characteristics that you'll need to go all the way with poker. My first ever Goliath back in 2015, I managed to finish in second place. So I'm really hoping that...
And your very first Goliath, you finished second? Wow, well done. That's worth a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? That's incredible.
Hopefully with a little bit of our help and guidance, we can get you one better.
Thank you very much.
Now, Jeff, you've won almost $2 million on the circuit. You were world heads-up champion as well. Katie, a really quick start. Can you guys turn this fella into a champion in 12 months?
I'm really sure we can. There's an old saying in poker that it takes a moment to learn and a lifetime to master. And we've got a guy here who has come from a sporting background. He's got determination, he's got focus. He's already talking about, as soon as today's finished after the press conference, tomorrow I'm going to be learning, tomorrow I'm going to be watching videos, I'm going to be learning how to play poker. Between the 3 of us, we've got 50 years of experience in poker. We can pass that on to David and we're going to turn him into the best player he can be. This time next year, he's taking on Goliath 2019. I think he can win it.
Now, of course, David's coaches in boxing down the years have always started the day by having a 10k run with him. Are you all up for that?
If needs most. But actually, David was one of the boxers who didn't do these big runs at the start.
Lots of sparring though.
Yeah, lots of sparring.
Yeah. Is that a strong jaw?
We'll start with you and then we'll...
Yeah, you can hit any one of my chins if you like. Okie dokie. Well, listen, thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a big round of applause, please, for Katie? And for Jeff. And a really big one for Adrian, who didn't get one at the beginning. And Joe. David, I'm going to hold you here just now because in your morning papers and on the TV and radio tonight, you'll hear David on. I'm going to offer the chance for the journalists who are here to ask a few questions and have a quick short press conference. Gentlemen, who wants to start? Put your hand up, please, if you want to start, and tell us who you are and where you're from.
Say it again.
Can you say all that again?
Say it again.
David, what's your biggest challenge in the next 12 months?
The biggest challenge for me is obviously going into a completely and utterly different realm than I'm used to. I've come from the boxing realm, I'm going into the poker realm. It's accepting the fact that I'm going to be pretty poor, that every single person I'm playing with is way better than I am, and you can't just use natural talent in sport. Sometimes if you're bigger and stronger than other people, that's enough to get you by. But you can't use my physicality to fast track me here. It's not about how quick I am or my reflexes. It's about literally learning the bread and butter of poker and learning it correctly from the very, very beginning. And for me, my biggest challenge is accepting that fact that I'm going to sit down and I need to open my arms and say, help me, give me as much knowledge as you can, and literally start step by step, not trying to rush too fast. Everybody's got great strategy and great ideas of what I should do at this stage of a tournament, but I'm such a novice right now, all that's going to go over my head. So it's taking a step back and really, really focusing on the true fundamentals of poker that I believe is going to be frustrating, but also a big challenge.
Thank you very much indeed. Karen?
What's the biggest skill for boxing in transition?
What's that?
What's the biggest skill for boxing in transition?
I think the biggest element of my boxing life that I can transfer to poker is my mindset in terms of how I prepare. People just think two guys get in the ring and fight and the best one wins. There's so much more that goes on behind the scenes, to what time you're sleeping, to what you're eating, to what type of training you're doing, what type of sparring partners, your coach, what type of gloves you wear. There's an absolute science to boxing that you guys may not have any understanding of. Likewise with poker, there's a science to it. I don't know that yet. So for me, it's all about just taking one step at a time, but really bringing my boxing mindset over to the poker world, which is to be the very best you can be in any given sport. You need to have every base covered and as best as you can. If I've got a game of poker, say tomorrow, how late am I going to stay up? What am I going to eat? Am I going to train the day before? What am I going to wear? What's the seat like? There's so many elements that I don't know could be the difference between winning and losing. I need to bring these experts into the table to really affect every aspect of my life. I'm not just doing this to play in a year's time and have a go. I really genuinely want to be the very best I can be. I don't want to embarrass myself in a year's time. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to be the very best David Haye I can be in 1 year's time, and to sit down with confidence and to sit down and know I know what I'm going to do, and I'm not just turning up to make the numbers. I'm going to go to win. When I fought Nikolai Valiev, 7'2", it was the biggest ever weight and height disparity ever in a boxing match with a smaller guy to have won. And I know that I can achieve great things. No one thought I could win that fight, and I did it. Likewise, every single one of you here thinking this guy's got not a chance. But I'm thinking, okay then, keep thinking that. The same way I've been from where I come from from the opportunities I had in my life. I've always found a way to overcome stuff, and I will use every fibre of my being to give as much credibility to what I'm doing also. I'm not here arrogant enough to think that, you know, I'm going to be the best poker player in the world in 1 year's time. No, but as long as I can be the best version of me I can be, that's all I can control. I can't control what cards come out. I can just control when the cards do come out, am I experienced enough to play the right hands? And that only comes through time and effort and hours of dedication. I'm aware of that and I'm willing to put the time in.
Good answer. Thank you very much to the press. I know you're going to go and do some one-to-ones with the broadcasters and some other journalists, but thank you very much indeed. We've really enjoyed hearing that, and the best of luck, big fella.
Thank you very much, guys. I look forward to coming here in a year's time and smashing each and every single one of you. Let's have it, come on! Let's have it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a massive round of applause. There ain't no stopping him now. It's David Haye. Well done, Joe. Well done. Adrian, well done. Well done.
I think he's already got a favourite.
Cheers.
Just roll these out.